All right, we're back. All because I was about 5 seconds late in plugging in my laptop. The battery died. And then I had to reset everything. And for some reason or another, my scoreboard does not want to cooperate. So it's on the screen, but you can see it says final up there in the corner, and I can't get it to not say final. So we're not going to have a scoreboard. We are, but it's just not going to have any numbers on it. So I apologize. We are underway. 7:07 left to go here in this first period, and there is no score between Collinsville and East Alton Wood River. Collinsville out there in their black uniforms, trimmed a little purple and white numbers on the fronts and the backs are in white. Kahok's written across the fronts in purple. East Alton Wood River, they got a multitude of colors. They got on black shorts, got trim little maroon and yellow. And they have the logo of the Oiler on the top of, or on the front of their jerseys. There's a shot on goal, and that was shoved aside by Gerald Myatt, who is in goal tonight for East Alton Wood River. Waylon Leffler is in goal tonight for Collinsville. And the Kahawks looking to break this 6-game snap that they have lost 6 in a row. And we're going to hope that we see a pretty good one here tonight. Collinsville has only lost once to East Alton Wood River since the 2015-2016 season. And it was in that season that Collinsville lost a game in 2015. And they ended up, I think, starting off that year 1-11. And then went 12-3-1 the rest of the way, and ended up winning the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association Championship that year. So, you see, this 1-8 start for Collinsville, it can be overcome, and good things can happen. You just have to let the season play out. And a glove save over there by Gerald Myatt. Myatt, in his 12th game of the year, 462 minutes. He's 4-6, 47 goals against, 375 saves, has a goals against average of 4.27, and a save percentage just a tick below 89%. For Waylon Leffler, this is his 3rd game of the year. He's played 23 minutes. That matches the 23 minutes that Glenn Bennett played the other night. And for Mr. Leffler, he has 2 goals allowed, 9 saves, a 3.65 goals against average, and a save percentage right off 82%. There's a shot on goal by Collinsville. Goes a little wide over here on the glove side, and then Duffy was taken into the boards pretty hard. Here is Bennett. Bennett's going to shoot, and that one's shoved aside by, Myatt as well. Comes back out to the blue line and knocked off of the stick of Bennett. And now the Oilers have a breakaway and a shot and a goal. And that's how this one gets started. A goal there by Elijah Edwards. That is his 10th goal of the year, and he leads the Oilers in the goal department. Each team with 6 shots on goal here, as we are still 5:21 away from period number 1 coming to an end. Hoping that when I go shut everything down tonight, and then I fire it back up tomorrow for girls basketball, that scoreboard is working, because I'm using the basketball scoreboard. So, well, I'm at home tomorrow, so I'll be on the huddle. So I won't even have to use a scoreboard. So we apologize for that. We apologize for the delay. I had my laptop plugged up all day at school today. So there's no reason that when I get here and flip open the laptop that it should not work, but batteries don't like the cold. So East Alton Wood River up 1-0. And if I get through writing down the rest of my stuff, I got starters circled, but there's no sense in giving you those now, is there? All right, Collinsville's got a guy in the penalty box, and that is going to be Lincoln Duffy. So East Alton Wood River is going to go on the first power play of this game right after they scored to make it a 1-0 game. Here is Edwards. He'll send it back around behind the net over there in the far side corner. Chased down by Cohen Mitchell, and back out to the blue line. Collinsville couldn't get it out, and a shot that goes high over the head of Leffler. Back out behind the net. Collinsville trying to chase it down. Here is Caden Hins. Hins gets it up to the neutral zone anyway, relieve a little bit of that pressure. Still a minute 35 left in the man advantage here for the Oilers. And the Oilers trying to chase it down. Getting there first is Collinsville, and once again, that's Caden Hins. Hins couldn't hold on to it, though, and it comes back out to the blue line. Shot from there. That one goes wide over on the stick side, and then Leffler wasn't back in position yet. And a shot and a goal. right off of Leffler's backside and into the net. That one was put on by Owen Timmons, his 5th goal of the year. And it's a 2-0 lead in favor of the Oilers. So, power play goal puts the Oilers up 2-0. We're back at even strength, and Collinsville will send it in. Bennett will send it all the way back behind the East Alton Wood River net. And that was almost backhanded in there by Ben Kitzstein, and he just missed. And over in the far side corner it goes, and East Alton Wood River trying to dig it out of there. They do. They get it to the neutral zone, but smacking it back up the other way was Bennett. Didn't get very far, but his teammates came in to help him out. And now it's popped up into the neutral ice zone once again. East Alton Wood River sends a floater down all the way up against the backboards. Here is Kyle Lee. Lee for Collinsville trying to leave it back there for Bennett, but he left it for the other team instead. It comes out to the blue line. Collinsville trying to find possession of the puck and move it the other direction. Here is Kitzstein. Kitzstein couldn't do it. Over to the far side it goes for Zamoroni. Zamoroni sends it up, but that's just past the outreach stick of Hearn, and that's going to be an icing call. And that will stop the clock with 3:27 left to play here in this first period. Glad that you're with us. Sorry we were a little late. I wasn't going to be late until I turned around and saw the sign on my laptop that said low battery. I knew right then and there that I forgot to plug in the charger, and as I was getting it out, the computer just shut down. Couldn't even wait 5 seconds for me. Face-off will come out to Leffler's left. And Collinsville tried to win that face-off, almost had it there, but couldn't quite control it. Lee over in the corner trying to get it away from Mitchell once again. And then Collinsville will send it down the ice again, and it'll be another icing call. 3:14 left to play here in this opening period. Collinsville already trailing 2-0. Looking to dig themselves out of a 6-game losing streak here. Girls basketball tomorrow versus Granite City. Boys basketball on Thursday versus Mater Dei. Those are the 2 games we have for you this week, and then we are off until the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Classic gets underway. Next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. After we have Christmas Day on Monday, and we have the day off after Christmas on Tuesday, but then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be busy, busy, busy. Face-off once again will come out to Leffler's left. Duffy in the face-off circle along with Mitchell. Mitchell wins it, and he'll send it all the way back the other way, though. And a little backhand there, and no one at home to help him out. Puck comes down into the corner now. We're going to have another penalty. It's going to be a boarding call, and we're going to have a return penalty because after the initial penalty was handed out, Elijah Rowe came in and buried Lincoln Duffy into the boards. That was not Lincoln Duffy. That was Stinnett. So Stinnett got a penalty for a boarding call, and then coming in to help his teammate out, Elijah Rowe came in, and he's going to get a roughing call. Matter of fact, they're going to send 2 Oilers to the penalty box, and 2 Kahawks go to the penalty box. 2:58 left to play here in this opening period. I was going to have a very abbreviated pregame show anyway. Now it's not even. Now it didn't even happen. After they get all this situated. And give you the rundown on East Alton Wood River that I didn't get to. The Oilers started the season 0-4 before finally getting in the win column with a 2-1 victory over Bethalto on November 20th. East Alton Wood River would then face the top-tier teams in 2 straight after that win. Fell 7-0 to the defending champion Granite City Warriors. Followed that loss up the next night with a 5-1 loss to Freeburg Waterloo. The Oilers would pick up a 3-2 win over Highland when the calendar rolled over to December before losing their next 2, 5-2 versus Triad and 4-3 versus Columbia. The night after the loss to Columbia, the Oilers got back into the win column with a 4-1 win over Alton, and that win took place 6 days ago. Collinsville, by the way, beat the Oilers twice last year, 11-1 and 6-1. Lincoln Duffy and Eric Denny had 3 goals in both of those games combined. Glenn Bennett and Austin Zagorski had a goal each in those games. Long discussion going on over there. Now the referee will come over and explain things to Craig Duffy after he explained things to Mr. James Mitchell, the second-year head coach for the Oilers. Both of these coaches into their second years as head coaches of their respective teams. Long conversations going on over here. We already had a 9 o'clock start on a school night. So after it's all said and done, it's still going to be 5-on-5. Collinsville being outshot right now 7-6. And the faceoff this time will come out to the left of Myatt. East Alton Wood River controls it off the high glass and off of the knee of Bennett. And Collinsville, luckily for them, Hens got back there to disrupt that possible partial breakaway. And now a loose puck picked up in the slot and skated back behind the net here by Hens. Hens will send it up to the blue line, and then it's dumped in. But East Alton Wood River gets there first. There is Ashton Burdick. Burdick over on the far side. Couldn't control the puck. Here is Duffy. Duffy tries to send one over the net out in front where he had a couple of his teammates waiting, but that never made it that far. And now East Alton Wood River will send the puck out into the neutral zone and into Collinsville's zone. Collinsville trying to backhand it out of there. Hens couldn't do it. Bennett going to chase it down back behind his own net as we approach 2 minutes left to play here in this opening period. 2-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Swiping at the puck there was Nolan Duffy. He didn't get a lot on it. Now Whitaker will send it down into the far corner. Collinsville makes a partial line change. East Alton Wood River comes away with the puck. They'll sweep it up into the neutral zone, and Collinsville will take over from there. Duffy gets it to Duffy, and a partial breakaway, but couldn't control the puck. Could Nolan Duffy. Kept on going backhand to forehand and eventually lost it right in the crease and never did get a shot on goal as that one was shoved in by East Alton Wood River for an icing call. That'll stop the clock with 95 seconds left to play here in this first period. 2-0 in favor of the Oilers. Players probably won't be allowed to come out of the penalty boxes until this period's over with. Face-off won by Collinsville. Tried to get a shot on goal. Never made it that far. And they keep it in, the Kahawks do. So East Alton Wood River will go back behind their own goal and pick that puck up, trying to send it out, but that was partially blocked by Kittstein. And Collinsville keeps the puck into the offensive zone. The Oilers get a hold of it. They'll send it around the boards, and then they'll try to get up ice, but they can't. Nice play at the blue line by Bennett. Bennett takes a shot. That goes high glove side over here to this near side corner. Trying to track it down and keep it in there is Simmons. Kittstein, he's over there as well, and now he's joined by 3 different Oilers. Collinsville, they come away with it, and here is Bennett. Bennett sends it up to Hearn, and Hearn, it jumped right over his stick, and he couldn't continue. And then East Alton Wood River sends it back to the blue line. Picked up again by Bennett, and a shot that goes well high, but Myatt, standing on those skate blade tips, reached up there and grabbed it with his glove. That stops the clock with 49.6. See, when things don't go right and I have to start all over again, I'm a little discombobulated. I think I was at a hockey game about 3 years ago over at the Metro Recplex, and my computer was plugged in, and all of a sudden that message flashed on the screen saying low battery. I'm like, wait, I'm plugged in. That was when I found out that my battery died, and I had to send it into the whatever they call that squad over at Best Buy, and they had to fix it. And every game I did for a while was on the phone. Here is Kyle Lee. 25 seconds left to go here in this first period. And Collinsville trying to get an equalizer before the period ends. Here is Duffy. That would be Lincoln Duffy. And out front, Simmons shot. That was partially blocked. Simmons trying to get it back. He does. In the high slot. Was there for somebody to take it, but no one wearing the Kahawk colors could get there. And now out to the neutral zone it goes. And Collinsville trying to send it back toward the goal, which they will, but the time will run out in the period. And we will go into period number 2 with Collinsville trailing the Oilers of East Alton Wood River by a score of 2-0. And since we couldn't play the LC's Pub commercial during the pregame show, we'll play it now. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Once again, welcome back to East Alton as the East Alton Wood River Oilers lead the Collinsville Kahawks by a score of 2-0. In case you're just joining us, we had some difficulties getting on, and now my scoreboard will not work. So I will try the best I can to keep on telling you what the score is. And I'm sorry if I fail. Shots even. 7-7 after the first period of play, but the goals are the biggest numbers on the scoreboard, and right now East Alton Wood River has a 2-0 lead. Everybody's back to 5-on-5. The penalty box is still full. One of the Oilers still in there. Two of the Kahawks are still in there. And we are underway now in period number 2. Heading back the other direction. That's what Collinsville would like to do. East Alton Wood River has other ideas. Now it goes back into the Oilers' end, all the way down into the near side corner where it's picked up there by Abraham Edwards. And Edwards will send it all the way out to the blue line, and East Alton Wood River will make their escape and head towards Collinsville's zone. Kahawks tried to take care of that puck, and well, they finally do. Bank it off the boards to the center red line. And Collinsville, here is Hens. Hens gets around his guy into the face-off circle. Shot and a save by Myatt. And Hens gets the rebound himself from his own shot. Goes all the way back to the blue line where he's going to try to send it over on a backhand to Nolan Duffy, but it never made it that far. So trying to chase it down is Collinsville. And once again, it is Caden Hens who gets there first. Hens got pushed off the puck. Back out to the high slot area, just a little bit off that far side face-off circle. Then it comes back out to the neutral zone. Frederick had to wait for his guy to get back across the blue line. He does, and sends it back behind the Collinsville net. Picked up there by the Kahawks and Ethan Lewis. Lewis puts on the brakes, sends it back, and over to the neutral zone it goes, but East Alton Wood River is there to intercept it, and they'll send it back in. We're just underway here in period number 2, 12:40 to go in said period. Back to the blue line it goes, and Collinsville couldn't get it out. Here is Hendrick again. He'll send it over, but unable to control it was his teammate. I believe that was Wellborn. And Collinsville in the neutral zone, trying to find a little traction, get their hands on the puck and get some kind of momentum going on here. Each team still at 7 shots apiece on goal so far. Here is Lewis out to the blue line. Lewis with a shot and right into the breadbasket of Gerald Myatt. And that will stop the clock with 2:11 left to play here in this second period. 2-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Glad that you're with us here on a very cold day in the middle of the country. Temperature made it to the mid-30s. That was about it, but it was so windy out today that the wind chills stayed in the upper 20s. And when I arrived, I believe my car thermometer said it was 30 degrees. So it's a bit chilly. Going to get warmer, though. 12 minutes to go here in this second period. 2-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. And that puck is sent all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call against Collinsville, and that will stop the clock with 11:53 left to play here in this second period. So we were already facing no pregame because of the 9 p.m. start. Have to wait for all the fans from Freeburg, Waterloo, and Bethalto to clear out of here. And then we had difficulties. And we're not going to have a post game either because it's going to be late by the time we get out of here. And it's a school night, and I work for the school district, so my alarm clock's still going to go off at 5:45, so no post-game program for you either. Here is Lincoln Duffy. Duffy with a shot. That one goes a little bit wide on the glove side of Myatt. Comes all the way out the other side and picked up here by Glenn Bennett. Bennett races back behind his own bench, then gets tripped up, and a penalty is going to be called. And as soon as Lincoln Prater touches the puck, the whistle blows. Collinsville is going to have their first power play of this game. Oilers already have a power play goal and an even strength goal. Scored with 5:21 left, and then 1 minute later they got the power play goal, and that made it 2-0. So here's Collinsville's opportunity. And the faceoff will come out to the left of Myatt. Taken by Duffy. And Mitchell. Collinsville on the man advantage. Here is Glenn Bennett. Comes in from the blue line. Takes a shot. That's shoved aside by the blocker of Myatt into this near side corner. Collinsville trying to track it down. Here is Lincoln Duffy. Duffy sends it over to the far side. And taking a shot at it was Carter Simmons, but that was more of a pass than it was a shot. And now we're going to have another penalty coming up. Collinsville's going to have a two-man advantage here in just a moment. Here's Duffy. Duffy out. They're trying to tell Leffler to get out of the net so they can get the extra attacker in there. And there's a shot, and that one I believe is stuck in the pads of Myatt. And Collinsville is going to go on a two-man advantage now for a minute 24. So back-to-back goals about 36 seconds apart by East Alton Wood River will give Collinsville a golden opportunity here with a 5-on-3 power play. 2-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Face-off this time comes out to the right of Myatt. Collinsville trying to track it down. It's stuck in the skate of the guy in the face-off circle for East Alton Wood River. That was Elijah Edwards. Collinsville will get it, send it all the way out to the blue line. Over on the far side, picked up over there by Hens. Hens sends it over, and now Duffy with it. Duffy into this near side corner will send it back to Bennett. Bennett will send it over back to Hens. Hens with a shot. That one goes high and right into the glove of Myatt. 57 seconds left to go in the two-man advantage here for Collinsville. And the face-off this time to the left of Gerald Myatt. And Collinsville wins that one. And unable to get there in time was Whitaker. And he parked himself right over on the near post, waiting for an opportunity on a rebound. Now Bennett gets it. Bennett in the face-off circle over here on the near side. Takes a shot and a save by Myatt once again. Here is Duffy back behind the East Alton Wood River goal. Back out to Bennett. Bennett with another shot. That one partially tipped. And it was... did it go in? No, it did not. Referee waves it off, even though Myatt was laying on his back, fully stretched out. From the waist up, he was in the goal. From the waist down, he was out, and the referee said it never went in, so we're going to have another face-off. 10:01 left to play here in the second period. 32 minutes left in the two-man advantage here for Collinsville. 2-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Hens waits a minute, shoots it wide over on the glove side of Myatt. Now back out to the blue line. Here is Glenn Bennett once again. Bennett with a shot and another save. This time the glove by Myatt. Not a lot of students here tonight. It is finals week, and as I mentioned, 9 o'clock game. A little bit late for everybody who's got to take some finals. Collinsville couldn't control that one, so it's sent all the way down the ice. That's going to relieve some of that pressure. And we're down to 10 seconds left to go in the two-man advantage here for the Kahawks. 9:35 left to go in the second period. Collinsville, 5 seconds left to go in the two-man advantage. Here is Hens. Comes over the blue line. Leaves it. And back to Bennett once again. Bennett whiffed on it. And now an opportunity here for Elijah Edwards. He comes in shorthanded and shoots and scores. 3-0 now in favor of East Alton Wood River. They have a power play goal and a shorthanded goal now. Still 29 seconds left to go on the man advantage. The two-man advantage was over. So Collinsville behind the 8 ball here, 3-0. Kahawks still have the man advantage here for 25 seconds. Trying to find a way to score a goal in the high slot. Shot. Duffy got knocked on his butt. That would be Nolan Duffy. And then that one sent all the way down the ice once again. And East Alton Wood River looking for another shorthanded opportunity here. That one comes in front, and then the goal comes off its moorings. And at the same time, it looked like Nolan Duffy blew a tire and went sliding backwards into the boards. 5 seconds left to go in the power play here for Collinsville. 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Again, we apologize. Scoreboard is not working. That's why it still says final. Hopefully that'll rectify itself here. At some point, like I said, though, I got 2 home games coming up, and we hook up with the huddle. They show the scoreboard that's actually in Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. And then, of course, the 3 days that we'll be there doing the Perry Farms basketball tournament will be the same thing, too. So I don't have to worry about using that scoreboard until we hit 2024. Collinsville trying to get that puck and get it the other direction. Couldn't do it, though. Comes back to the neutral zone. Picked up there by Elliot Owens. And now Collinsville gets it in the neutral zone. Tried to backhand it in. Did Kitzstein. Stayed there for a minute. Now it comes out to the center faceoff circle, but it was on the wrong side. And, well, I guess they waved off icing. Waved off icing. There's a loose puck in front. Collinsville picks it up in a shot, but that one goes right through the crease. And the Kahawks try to have to regroup and try again. There is Ethan Lewis. Lewis sends it up, but East Alton Wood River already had their 2 D-men back in their own end. And we'll send it back the other way. And another couple of nice moves there by Elijah Edwards. Edwards has a couple of goals here in this contest already. He now has 11. Came into the contest with 9. And he's their leading scorer, so he's the first one that hits double digits. Here is Duffy, and we're going to have another penalty. And going to go off this time is going to be... it said 12, but it says 72. You know what? I don't have a 72 or a 12 on my roster. Young man's last name begins with an A, and I don't have anybody on that. Well, I get Michael Allen, who is number 65, but can't tell if that was him or not. Might be. Could be. We'll find out when he gets out of the box in a couple of minutes. Collinsville is going to go back on a power play. They've had 2, one of them a 2-man advantage, and could not score. Third time's the charm, right? 7:41 to play here in this second period. 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Collinsville gets it. They'll send it over to the far side for Caden Hins. Hins puts it up into the high slot area, but East Alton Wood River got there first, and Zamoroni almost kept it in, just came across the line, so he had to keep it going in that direction to avoid the offside call. Here comes Hins once again. He'll enter over here on the left side. He'll send one into the high slot, but no one's home to put it anywhere near the net, but Collinsville keeps it in. And here is Zamoroni over here in the near corner. He's taken off with the puck by Ashton Burdick. Collinsville keeps it in. Bennett now playing over on the right side, sends it all the way around the boards. Hins back over here on this left side, can't contain it. And Duffy got a stick on it for a moment and kept it in there, but the Oilers bring it back out. Banked off the board, sent back into the zone. No icing there. 1:10 left to go in the man advantage here for Collinsville. That one almost hit Duffy in the face. And then it comes all the way back out and sent back in by Collinsville. Hins leaves it behind him, but unfortunately Duffy was already heading up the wall, heading toward the net. And the Oilers with another short-handed opportunity. That one goes awry. And now here is Lincoln Duffy. Duffy will send it right through the legs there of Burdick. He'll go chase it down, Will Duffy, but Burdick will get there first. He'll put it up against the far side dasher boards. Collinsville gets a shot toward the goal, but not on. And Duffy trying to control it. Now he brings it back over to his forehand. Nice little pass between his own legs there. He was trying to find Ethan Lewis, but Lewis was being preoccupied by a couple of Oilers in the slot. Here's a shot by Bennett. That's up into the netting, and that'll stop the clock with 6 minutes left to play here in this second period. 19 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Collinsville. 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River, despite the fact that Collinsville is out shooting the Oilers 15-8. Face-off will come out to the left of Myatt. Kahok desperately looking for a goal. 10 seconds left in the man advantage for Collinsville. 5:45 left to play here in this second period. Here are the Kahawks trying to center it. Lewis was up there waiting for it, but it never made it to him. Now he backhands one, and it goes wide over here on this near side. Bennett at the blue line keeps the puck in. Power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5 and a shot. And that was right off of the chest of Myatt. I believe it deflected off of somebody in front. The way he reacted late, that would make me think that. .5:31 left to play here in this second period. 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Collinsville in desperate need of a goal here. And in front, being held a little bit over there was Kitstein. Now it goes back behind the Oilers net. Taken care of there by Zamoroni, but he sends it back to the opposing team. And now the Oilers try to break it out. Here is Edwards. Edwards had it jump off of his stick. Hins brings it back in, but unfortunately, Kitstein was just exiting the zone when that happened, and that'll stop the clock with 5:06 left to play here in this second period. Oilers want to make some wholesale player changes. They change out the wingers in the center. Defensemen stay the same. And the faceoff just outside the zone, won by the Oilers, and they'll send it back up into the neutral zone. No, they won't. Kitstein gets a hold of it. That was partially deflected and ended up going well high behind the net. And Nolan Duffy trying to track it down. There is Prater. Prater with a shot. That banked off of the skate blades of his teammate there, Elliot Owens. And now a shot from the high slot there by Ethan Federick goes a little bit wide, and then a loose puck banked off the boards. That'll go all the way down the ice, and that will be an icing call against the Kahawks. That'll stop the clock with 4:26 left to play here in this second period. 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Lady Kahawks taking on the Lady Warriors of Granite City tomorrow at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Scheduled for a 7:30 tip-off. We'll be on the air around 7:10 with pregame coverage. And now more wholesale player changes going over here for East Alton Wood River. Faceoff comes out to the left of Leffler. Collinsville wins this one. Here comes Lincoln Duffy. Duffy. He'll send the puck down. I noticed that no Eric Denny here tonight. Bennett with a shot, and that one was partially blocked up front as Myatt had his glove out ready to get that one, and then the puck goes in the net, but it was already waved off. So, of course, they're going to go give Austin Whitaker a little bit of a, whoa. Myatt, I don't know if he got ran into accidentally by the referee, but he just went down. Yeah, they don't like that too much when the whistle blows and then you put it in their net. So Whitaker got to hear it from the Oilers. And now Duffy in the faceoff circle, trying to win that one. It's stuck in his skates now. And then goes into this near side corner. East Alton Wood River sends it all the way around the boards. Trying to keep it in over there is Simmons. He can't do it. And Collinsville goes back to work. Here is Bennett. Bennett from center ice will send it back behind the net. And now we're going to have a penalty called against Collinsville. So they're going to have another power play coming up. At least that was the initial indication. Guess not. I guess not. So anyway, back to work. Here's Duffy. Lincoln skates in front. Ooh, sends it right across the crease. That one was a little trouble there for Myatt. I think he got a piece of that puck twice. And now back out to center ice. And back in by Bennett once again. And this time had a man in the zone, and that calls the offsides as Owen Stinnett wasn't out of the zone yet. That'll stop the clock with 3:15 left to play here in this second period. 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. And the faceoff will come into the neutral zone just outside of Collinsville's own end. They're trying to send out Nolan Duffy, but the referees blew their whistle and said, nope, you got to bring Carter Simmons back out. So that's what they do. Lewis in the faceoff circle. That one was won by Mitchell, but Collinsville comes away with it. Here is Glenn Bennett. Backhand to forehand, trying to get a shot. Now he's back behind the net in front, and a save there by Myatt as a puck came squirting out over there, and Ethan Lewis, I think, partially whiffed on it and didn't get enough on it to send it in, and it just kind of trickled its way to Myatt. 3:01 left to play here in period number 2. 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Puck came on, or excuse me, the goal came off the moorings as well, so you got to put that back on there. Face-off will come out to the left of Gerald Myatt. Won by the Oilers, and back behind their own net they go with it. Here is Logan Prater. Prater backhands it on up to a teammate, but now it's a loose puck. Lewis in front, shot, and that's a save by Myatt. Collinsville out shooting East Alton Wood River in this game, 20-8, but the Kahawks having a hard time getting one behind. Gerald Myatt. Another opportunity there, and that was gloved by Myatt. That stops the clock with 2:43 left to play here in this second period. Face-off this time will come out to Myatt's right. And Nolan Duffy in the face-off circle for Collinsville. Zamoroni gets it, takes a shot. Lewis was up front trying to tip it, but he couldn't get a hold of it. Here is Michael Rowe for East Alton Wood River. He gets pinched off the puck by Zamoroni, but continues it on up to a teammate. That's Mitchell. Mitchell back behind the Kahawk net, puts one up front. No one home to send it back, and Collinsville will go back and gather the puck. And Bennett will send it up to the blue line, but that's stopped over there by Lincoln Prater. Comes to the neutral zone. Lewis sends it over, and a shot and a pad save by Myatt. Sent back by Collinsville. Another pad save by Myatt. Lewis has the puck back behind the East Alton Wood River goal, and now over into the corner they go. Up against those far side dasher boards. It is Lewis battling it out there with Prater. Puck comes over here to the near side. Back out to the blue line. Here is Bennett. Bennett will backhand it in, and into the far side corner it goes. Lewis trying to send it up front. Right through the crease it goes, as Nolan Duffy was waiting in the crease but couldn't get any puck movement. Now another chance for Lewis up front, and that one just jumped right over his stick. Up against the far side boards once again. Comes out to the neutral zone, and that's backhanded all the way in. And that one is going to be an icing call against East Alton Wood River, and that'll stop the clock with 1:29 left to play here in this second period. Remains 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. They had an even strength goal. 5:21 left in the first. 1 minute later, they had a power play goal. And then at the 9:21 mark of the second period, they scored a shorthanded goal. Hens, shot. That one was partially blocked out front, maybe, even by Austin Zagorski. Out to the blue line. Hens sends another one toward the net. Collinsville couldn't get the redirection, but it ends up taking a weird bounce and almost went off of that far side post. Now a loose puck in front, and Myatt's going to cover it up, and the goal comes loose once again. 1:09 to play, period number 2. 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. I got here. Freeburg-Waterloo only had a 3-2 lead over Bethalto. Ended up beating them 9-3, despite the fact that Bethalto put up 40 shots on goal. Freeburg-Waterloo put up 37. We almost had 80 shots on goal in one hockey game. Here is Hens trying to keep that puck alive. Knocked down by the glove hand of Edwards. 1 minute left to go here in this second period, and here is Edwards. He gets pinched off the puck on a little double team there by Collinsville, but it's still picked up, and a glove save by Leffler. And that's the first shot on goal for a while. Matter of fact, that's only the second shot on goal this period for the Oilers, and one of them went in. Faceoff will come out to the left once again of Waylon Leffler, and he'll jump on top of that puck after that faceoff went right to him. Stops the clock with 46.1 seconds to play here in this second period. And face-off in the same face-off circle. Won by Collinsville. And we'll go back behind the net and get it. Caden Hins will send it all the way around the boards, but not out. And up into the high slot. Edwards couldn't keep it in, and for a shot on goal. Excuse me, that's Timmons. And now back over into the corner. Collinsville comes away with it. They'll send it on up to Duffy. Duffy couldn't get it controlled and then sends it in. Stinnett almost was offsides, but they'll let the play continue. And now we're going to have, no, we're going to say it was tipped, no icing call. So back behind the Collinsville net it goes. Here is Hins once again, and Hins will just shove it into the pads there of Leffler, and that'll stop the clock with 6.8 left to play here in this second period. This time the faceoff will come to the right of Waylon Leffler. Won by Collinsville. They'll send it around the boards, and that's pretty much going to do it for period number 2. Remains 3-0 in favor of East Alton Wood River. We will take a break and come back third period action. That comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
Back here at East Alton Wood River. Collinsville trailing 3-0, so they got their work cut out for them and only one more period in which to do it. Kahok's out shooting the Oilers 25-11. Kahok's outshot the Oilers in that second period 18-4, but have nothing to show for it. Puck comes down into the Collinsville zone and shoved into the corner over there by Leffler. Picked up by Lee. Lee trying to backtrack and give it to Bennett. Bennett will track it down, and Collinsville will head back up the ice. Off of the boards it goes. Hearn, he's going to get to it first. That'll negate the icing call. Hearn back behind the Oilers net, couldn't control it, and the Oilers come away with it. We're just underway here in period number 3. East Alton Wood River up by 3. They're looking for more. Collinsville, they got to get that first one before they can worry about the other two, and they're having a hard time getting one back behind the net. Eric Denny, I was just told, is in Minnesota. Got called up and is playing part of the Junior Blues competition up there, so that's why he's not here. And here is Bennett. Bennett will send the puck all the way around the boards, out to the blue line, and East Alton Wood River, they'll send it right back to where it came from. Now off the boards again. Collinsville trying to get it out. Had a couple of guys at center ice waiting, and a shot, and that one was off the blocker side over there of Leffler and ended up going high. Comes into the high slot area and picked up once again by the Oilers. They'll send a backhander into the corner, but that is Glenn Bennett who's back there to get it. He'll bank it off the boards. Collinsville and Nolan Duffy will try to chase it down first. He will not get there. East Alton Wood River kind of intercepted that one right in front of him, and now Stinnett trying to keep it in. He can't. Comes out to the neutral zone. Picked up there by Lincoln Duffy. And Collinsville trying to find the attack mode once again. Stinnett couldn't find it. Now a loose puck picked up here in the neutral zone. Taken care of by Edwards, who has 2 goals tonight. Sends it up into the high slot area, but couldn't control it, could Timmons. And now the puck in front. Collinsville comes away with it again. Here come the Kahawks. Here is Lincoln Duffy. Got a couple of defenders back to beat. Gets past one. Puts a shot on goal. No good. And then the rebound was kind of hanging out there for a minute. Collinsville tried to backhand it in there, but spreading out was Gerald Myatt, and he made sure that no further shot could be taken there. 11:50 left to go here in this third period. Collinsville trailing 3-0. They'll send it up into the neutral zone. Here's Duffy once again. He'll come in, put on a nice move, and couldn't get the shot on goal. Centers one, though, and trying to find it was Stinnett. He couldn't, and then it'll come into the neutral zone, and Collinsville will have to retract and re-attack. Hens leaves it for Stinnett. Stinnett banks it off the boards, trying to find Hens, and Hens just got a piece of it to keep it going forward, but then East Alton Wood River got there and got in the way, and now they'll send it down the ice, and that'll go all the way up against the inboards. Hens will take over from there. Collinsville sends it down, but that's going to be an icing call as Duffy could not get to it, so face-off once again will come all the way down here to the other end in front of Waylon Leffler. Collinsville wins that face-off. Trying to bring it back up ice here. Here is Zamoroni. Zamoroni couldn't chase it down. Edwards gets there instead for the Oilers. He'll skate around with it for a while, put on the brakes, and then head back over here to this near side. Edwards comes flying in over on the left wing. Tried to put on another move. Zamoroni was there to stop that one, and then backhanded up against the board. Zamoroni will send it back out to center ice. Oilers take over once again. Back it goes for Kyle Lee. Lee sends it over this way for Bennett. Bennett back over to Lee, but Lee never got there, and now he does. He'll send it back into the neutral zone and start skating up that near side. He comes across into the faceoff circle. Backwards, it'll go to Lewis. Lewis will backhand it right behind the Oilers' net, and Zamoroni trying to chase it down over there. He can't get to it. Bennett does, out at the blue line, puts on the brakes, keeps the puck with him, and then banks it off the boards, trying to go chase it down once again. Into this near side corner it goes. Bennett got a hold of it again, and looking for a shot, and he does, and Collinsville gets on the board on a goal by Ethan Lewis with 10 minutes exactly left to go here in this third period, and Collinsville makes it a 3-1 game. So 3-1 after Ethan Lewis scores his first goal of the year. And the Cowboys got the one they needed. Now they get one. They need one more. Can't tie it unless you get that second one. Bennett gets the assist. And we get a whistle. It's going to be an icing call, and the puck will come all the way down once again, and we'll have a face-off to the left of Gerald Myatt. .9:40 to go here in this third period. 3-1 in favor of East Alton Wood River. Again, we apologize for the scoreboard not working. I know that can be frustrating. Here is Duffy. He gloves it down, puts it on his own stick blade, takes a shot, and oh, man, I'll tell you what. That was a, not a shot, but that was a nice pass over to Stinnett, and Stinnett just missed over on that near or far side post. That one goes off the referee. Collinsville back out front. Stinnett with a shot. That one never made it to the net, and it comes out the other side. And here come the Oilers. They race down the puck with it, but picked up there by Bennett on another nice glove save. And now Bennett comes in looking for a little help, puts one in front, but I believe that was tipped away by the Oilers, and they'll track it down. More specifically, Elijah Edwards will track it down. And over on the far side, Timmons is going to go track it down, but that's off the skates of Stinnett. And Collinsville works it back up the ice into the offensive zone. Oilers intercept. They send it back to the neutral zone. Then Hens runs into a couple of players. Timmons, he'll slam it all the way around the boards. It comes out the other side, and Glenn Bennett, he gets there first, trying to send it to Duffy, but that never made it onto Duffy's stick, and that's going to be an icing call, and that'll stop the clock with 8:26 left to play here in this third period. 3-1. Oilers with the lead. Collinsville loses that faceoff, and the puck goes right to Leffler, and he'll jump on top of it, stop the clock once again with 8:24 left to play here in period number 3. Face-off again with the far side face-off circle. And again, a little slap right over toward the goal. Oilers come away with it. Collinsville intercepts. They'll send it out to the neutral zone. Nice job there by Nolan Duffy to keep that puck going in the direction that Collinsville needs it to. Then he gets pinched up against the boards. Oilers send it to the neutral zone, right across the logo that says SIUE Cougars here at East Alton Wood River. And then again, Leffler dives on top of the puck. Collinsville trailing 3-1, out shooting the Oilers 31-15. 8:02 left to play here in this third period. Face-off this time comes over to the near side face-off circle to the right of Leffler. Won by East Alton Wood River once again, and a shot that's deflected, never made it on goal. Over into the corner it goes and slapped away over there by the Oilers. Collinsville, they come away with it. Here is Lincoln Duffy. Duffy flying up the right wing, trying to put on a nice move and get past Edwards. Almost worked, but Duffy still has possession of the puck. They'll send it out to Hens. Hens lost a skate blade and a shot off the post on the near side. That was almost goal number 2 for Collinsville. Duffy has the puck once again, and now a loose puck in the high slot area, but Collinsville couldn't get in there to send another one toward the net. And here come the Oilers. Here is Edwards. Edwards will leave the puck over into the faceoff circle. They give it back to Edwards. Edwards has a guy parked in front, and a goal on a backhand shot, and the Oilers get that goal right back. And now it is 4-1 in favor of East Alton Wood River by Nick Winchester, his first goal of the year. So the Kahawks are in jeopardy of dropping their 7th straight, and we have already taken time off the clock. We're already down to 2 minutes to go here in this one. I don't understand that. It's only 10 minutes after 10 o'clock. I thought they had the ice from 9 o'clock to 10:30. It's not like it's a big blowout. I mean, that was a 9-3 game between Freeburg, Waterloo, and Bethalto, and they didn't take it down to 2 minutes till there was like 4 minutes left to go. So that doesn't help Collinsville's cause at all. 33 shots on goal by Collinsville, 17 for East Alton Wood River. But the glaring numbers are up on the scoreboard in red. 4 under East Alton Wood River and a 1 under Collinsville. That puck sent out to the neutral zone. Off the boards. It'll float all the way down, and shot on goal. And a save by Leffler as Lincoln Prater was trying to send one home. That stops the clock with 1:32 left to play. Face-off, puck still spinning there in that face-off circle. Zamoroni, he'll come away with it. He tries to center it, but that's blocked. by one of the sticks of the defenseman that was back. I believe that was Elijah Rowe. Nope, that was Prater. Prater throwing his body weight around there. Kyle Lee, he finds the puck, sends it past the far side post and over here to this near side corner. Now a loose puck through the neutral zone. We have 1 minute left to go here in this contest. Collinsville trailing 4-1. Had plenty of opportunities and plenty of shots on goal. Just couldn't seem to get anything past Myatt. Here is Whitaker. He'll send the puck all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call. And that'll stop the clock with 38.8 seconds left to play here in period number 3. Well, the faceoff will come down once again to the left of Waylon Leffler. Collinsville wins this one. And Carter Simmons sends it all the way around the boards into the neutral zone. That's picked off of Edwards' stick on to Duffy. Duffy, he's going to try to go in and leave one for David Hearn, but that went right over Hearn's stick. There is Hearn. He'll send the puck up the ice and right off of the body of Duffy over to Stinnett. Stinnett puts on his brakes. High slot shot and a save by Myatt. That'll stop the clock with 8.4 seconds left to play here in this one. Face off one by Collinsville. Bennett, shot. That one goes wide. And the final seconds will tick away, and that's going to do it. 4-1 in favor of East Alton Wood River. And Collinsville drops their 7th straight game. Thanks, man. Appreciate your help. All right. That's going to do it for us. No post-game show for you tonight. We're back at you tomorrow. Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium is where we will be as your Collinsville Lady Cahawks take on the Granite City Lady Warriors. We'll be on the air around 10 after 7, depending on when the JV game ends. And the tip-off is scheduled for 7:30. So until tomorrow evening, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your Monday.